Okay, so today's project, we got a pressure washer, and this is one of the biggest issues that pressure washers have, especially, well, the gasoline driven pressure washers, the electric don't, is the pump burns up. With a pressure washer, with a gas powered pressure washer, it's not allowed to run without water running through it, through the nozzle, through the wand, for more than 30 seconds. And I got lucky and found an aftermarket one, so it was half price of the OEM. It was, I think, $60 for a pump. It gave me the measurements. Well, I didn't take the pump off to verify the measurements, but what I did was I came out with a pair of calipers and I measured the shaft, and then I took a tape measure and I measured from bolt to bolt, and they had a measurement of the aftermarket, and it said fits most pressure washers. You can take this pump off, and it really isn't that hard of a job. This is a very simplistic design. So we'll get busy. What you have here is you got 3 nuts and bolts that you got to remove. So right here is the nut, and you go up underneath there, and is the bolt, and I'm not going to put the camera up underneath there. You'll see it extract from here. We'll put a wrench up here to hold the nut, but there's just not a lot to this. Now, he did say that once I got the pump replaced and it's working, then he'd like to go ahead and do a tune-up on it, oil change and valve check. And he said, but not before we figure out how to fix the pump. The hardest part about this job, really, I'm telling you, is the camera work. Trying to make sure you can see, and I'm not even sure I'm being all that successful with it. Okay, so the pump should just drop down, but I bet it won't, just because things don't like that don't happen for me. Now you got to also remember, up top here we've unbolted the engine also, so it's coming off, I think. Yeah, we're getting a gap up there. There it went. Okay, but right here is a slit in the shaft, and so you have this pin. Again, I can't think of the name of it for the life of me for some reason, and you want to make sure you don't lose that, because that's when you slide up the pump, there'll be a cut in the hole of the pump also that fits up in there. That way it turns. So here's what I'm talking about. That has to line up with that pin on the shaft. So now we need to remove the soap hose. See how stuck that's going to be? Not bad at all. And voila, the pump is off. That's all there was to it. So here's the new pump. Okay, I measured the shaft of the old one. I'm going to measure the shaft of the new one. It was 0.87. Or thereabouts. This one's 0.85. A little small. Let's see. Check it again. Maybe it was a little bit hard to reach. Oh yeah, that's 0.85. Okay, so I'm going to get some WD and I'm going to kind of lube it up a little. Then I'm going to lube the shaft. Okay, the shaft lined up correctly, so that's good. I'm not entirely sure if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm just putting on the nuts and bolts. I don't think we need this spacer. The new ones come with a spacer. I don't think we need it. I'm gonna take it off. It looks like it's too short with it on there. Yeah, we don't need that. So there must be a torque spec to it when you're tightening those bolts. I had it in a bind and I could barely pull the rope. When I did finally get it started, it died right away. So I loosened the 3 bolts just maybe a half a turn and started right up and did fine. So it was under a bind, little twist, I guess. Okay, so I went ahead and put a new spark plug in it. I realized that I had some. I recently bought a whole bunch of them just to make sure I had some on hand for jobs like this. So what I guess I should explain is I bought a spark plug from Amazon, and the package even says it's the right spark plug, but then when you get inside it, it's a spark plug for a 2-cycle engine, chainsaw, weed eater, something like that. So I thought I was going to have to clean that spark plug just to get it back to the customer, and turned out I didn't have to since I already had some. Thanks for watching.